Hi, I'm David with Tyrant Milsim, and today we're going to be going over how to set up your battle belt. So when setting up your gear, the first thing you always need to ask yourself is, what am I going to be doing? What do I need to carry, and how am I going to carry it? So once you figure out what you're doing, you figure out what you're going to be carrying, and then you figure out how to carry it. Not the other way around. It's how it seems a lot of people like to build their gear, is I want to just put all these things in, what am I going to put in these pouches now? So, the way that we use our belts here on Tyrant Milsim is primarily as supplemental first lines for our second line gear, which is plate carriers, things of that nature. So, with that in mind, primarily the things you're going to want to carry in your belt if you're using it in addition to a plate carrier is magazines, and then maybe miscellaneous items, and occasionally medical kits. And if you have a secondary weapon, that's where you're primarily going to keep your secondary weapon and the ammo for your secondary weapon. So, we have 3 different belts here. All of these have been run by people on our team, and we're going to go over why they're set up the way they are. So, starting with this belt, this is the belt that Truman's been running for a while, and this is a Black Hawk battle belt. I'm not sure what the exact model is, but I'm sure you can figure it out. So he's all these belts are set up for right-handed shooters. So if you were left-handed, you would just set it up the same way, but backwards, in theory. So he has 2 open-top M4 mag pouches that carry extra ammo. Now, a lot of guys, I'm not sure about Truman specifically, but a lot of guys, myself included, like to reload off our belts, because it makes for more dynamic motion as opposed to moving your arm all weird on your chest and stuff. So a lot of times you'll reload off your belt and then bump mags off your plate carrier or your chest rig into your belt to reload again once you're not in a firefight. So he has 2 M4 mags here in open top M4 mag pouches. Then he has 2 mag pouches that are made by Plat Attack, and these can hold up to 3 M4 mags. They get really big and they have these bungee extensions on the side, so you can get these giant. And you can fit basically whatever you want in there. And then he has a saw pouch. So, he needs to carry mags. So he can carry mags in here, and he can carry spare mags if he really wants to in here. Now, primarily, a lot of what Truman also ends up doing is he does a lot of team leadership stuff like that, but he also, at one point, was a grenadier. So he had this set up when he was a grenadier. In these 2 pouches, he kept rockets for a rocket launcher. Now, something I always like to do, and that I always suggest for everyone to do, is to have a pouch where you can just kind of keep random shit, especially stuff that you find on the field. A lot of the time you'll have like different objectives where you have to find different things and whatever. So this is more of a general, like, I'm just going to throw crap in here pouch, which things like saw pouches are really good for. It also allows him to carry, if he wants to carry water specifically on his belt, things of that nature, so he can do that. So that's one way of setting up your belt. Now, this is the belt. This is one of my belts that is not a belt that I run, but this is a belt that I tend to lend to people. I have this belt set up specifically to lend to people at different games. So what I have going on here is this is a BAE Systems triple M4 mag pouch on a repro of a Cry modular riggers belt. And then over here, we have a BAE Systems canteen pouch. So, if you notice, this is one of those 3x6, 3x2 mag pouches that holds 6 M4 mags. But I don't really have it doing that right now. So what I have here is inside of these, I've put Haley Strategic inserts that are designed for the D3 chest rigs, so that these only hold 1 M4 mag now, but they're Kydex, so you're not losing your damn mag while you're running stuff. So this is, yet again, going back to the other belt for belt reloads. And then in the third pouch, I don't have that, and that's so that you can keep things like thunder bees or smoke grenades in here, since that's so you can reach those easily as well. Now, over here, we have a canteen pouch, which yet again harkens back to the other belt, in case you're going to haven't noticed, a lot of these belts are going to be kind of similar. And this is for just throwing miscellaneous shit in. You can also use it as a dump pouch, like kinda. I wouldn't really do that, but it's for just storing miscellaneous items or mission-specific equipment. Now, finally, going on to my belt setup. This is an LBT, whatever it is, the LBT Molly belt. I don't know what it's called. So LBX, LBT, they're the same company, just yeah. So this is one of those LBX belts. Now I have S-Tac Kiwis with 2 Glock pouches, with 2 Glock mags, S-Tac Kiwis with 2 M4 mags, BA dump pouch, LBX blowout kit with an actual blowout kit in it, and then a Safariland holster with my Glock 17 in it. So, why do I have this set up like this? Well, the Glock mags and the Glock pouch are for my Glock, obviously. I keep all of the stuff for my pistol on my belt, so that way it's all together, but also that way if I'm running the pistol by itself or I'm ditching the pistol altogether, I don't have just miscellaneous shit that I don't need. And then I have these 2 M4 mags for belt reloads, like I was talking about before. I have a dump pouch because I like to use a dump pouch, and the dump pouch also carries over as my miscellaneous shit pouch. So you'll see a lot of me throwing things in this pouch that are not magazines, such as like different objectives and shit like that. I have my blowout pouch, which is my actual blowout pouch with all my actual shit in it, which hopefully you wouldn't need to use for yourself, but you never know. I obviously keep my secondary weapon on my belt, and this is my holster and my secondary weapon. This allows me to keep my Glock easily accessible, but not on my plate carrier. Although you can do the chest mounted pistol thing if you want. I'm not really big into that. I just fucked up putting this pistol back in the holster, because I'm a fucking idiot. So now going into more of, if you were going to run a belt as your main or only line of equipment, some things that you'd want to do differently than what we have here. So you want to be able to carry more mags, most likely. I mean, unless you're doing something where you only think you're going to need 2 or 3 spare mags, in which case this could work out fine. But you might want to do something the way that Truman has his set up, but instead of using this to hold rockets, you'd use this to hold extra M4 mags. Since you could hold, this rig, the way it's set up right now, could hold up to 8 M4 mags, which is a lot. In fact, that's more than I carry on my plate carrier. So that's totally an option. Something that you also want to consider is the hydration side of things. So you could yet again do something like Truman's, where you have a pouch that you want to keep your water in. Now, all that's going to start getting heavy, in which case you might want to add suspenders. That's kind of like a up to you kind of thing. Or you can go for the Cry or the LBT style belts, where it velcros to your inner belt. I'm David, Tyrant Milsim. Thank you for watching.